Hey guys, welcome to the Cinema Hound, where I'm always on the hunt, for new movies or things to review and analyze. My name is Marco, and it's been a while, since the last time I made a video. Hope you guys are having a great New Year's, 2023. So I want to talk about this new film that I picked up recently. Got it right here. So this is a 1988 Hong Kong movie. It's called On the Run. It's a noir film, and I'm just gonna talk a little bit about this this Blu-ray release. So it's a Region B Blu-ray release. So it means you can't play these on any American Blu-ray players. It's like a UK release. But luckily, there's an easier way to get around that now. So I use my modded PS3. I hacked it so I can run region-free movies on there. You can change the region, and I might make a separate video, on how to explain how to do that, so you guys can join in and watch movies that you might not be able to get in any other place. Like this movie, there's a lot of other Hong Kong films that are only being released in Region B, so I think it's a great opportunity to start checking out more films, especially this one. I would have never been able to watch this without having that region-free PS3 that I modded. So yeah, I'm gonna hop into this movie and I'm gonna show it off. So this is a noir film. It's not really atypical for Hong Kong films. Usually they're martial arts or like gun heavy films, and this one there's not a lot of that at all. There's action scenes, but not the way you expect. Anyways, I'm gonna show off this box set. So this is a limited edition box set by 88films, so that's the label that released this. They have some American films or some stuff that they released in America here as well, but this one's only in the UK. So this came in a limited edition box set. So I'll pull this stuff out. So this comes with a poster of the film. You got this art that was made by this guy, Kung Fu Bob. So he made it exclusively for this release. And then you've got the original Hong Kong cover. These are the two leads. So this, I might butcher these names again. Yun Yu, I believe he's really famous in Hong Kong, but this is the first movie I've ever seen by him. So I need to watch way more of his stuff now that I've seen this film. And God, her name's on the cover, Pat Ha. And then the bad guy, they don't have him on the box set, but his name is Charlie Chin. But I really love this artwork, both sides, but especially this one. So I'll wave it around. So yeah, it comes with this giant poster unless you want to hang it up. I'm really picky about those, so I might not hang it up. Comes with this limited edition book. How many pages is it? It's a ton. There's like, wow, almost like 80 pages. So yeah, it's like these essays about the film that go into depth analyzing the film itself, and then Hong Kong noir, which I found really interesting because I love noir films. Let's see. So there's a bunch of stills of the images, kind of similar to like Criterion, the way they do it, but this is a really thick book, so it's definitely a read. And then, here's the movie itself. So I changed the artwork around to the original Hong Kong artwork, but you can flip it around so you can show it off, and it comes with these stills from the film, kind of like poster cards. So yeah, pretty cool. Hopefully I'm not spoiling anything for you guys, but yeah, that's that. It's honestly pretty awesome for this box set, and I got it on a deal. So I bought this on the website Diabolic DVD, and they have a dinged copy, and they still have some on sale, so I can link that in the description below. But I got it for way more, off than, than what it's worth, I guess. So I got a pretty good deal on it, and I think it was definitely worth the pickup because honestly, this film is incredible to me. This is probably, I would put it on my top noir films because I love noir, Out of the Past, the classic 1940s, Chinatown, some of the newer ones, like Blade Runner 2049. As soon as I watched this, after I was done with it, this is up there for me. It's probably one of the darkest and bleakest noirs I've ever seen, especially for Hong Kong. There's some Hong Kong movies, that have melodramatic endings, but this one is like just a dark and bleak story. It's got that some noir tropes a little bit. Following that flawed protagonist, you've got the femme fatale, but it's not really too on the nose because it's a neo-noir more so. But I'll read the description for this movie. So it's in the aftermath of his wife's brutal murder, struggling cop, I'm gonna butcher his name, Hung Ming, is forced to go into hiding after discovering corruption in the ranks. His only ally is the deadly assassin Chui, as they try to avoid arrest and even death. So you're following our two leads basically as they're being chased by the police, and our main protagonist, he is a police officer. So, he's dealing with this betrayal like within, his force, and, it's so dark, you don't know what's happening next because there's so many bad things that happen through this whole film, and I don't want to give too much away, but, it left me like on the edge of my seat the entire time, just, because I didn't know what's gonna happen next. And this is like, for me, I wasn't expecting it out of this film at all, especially for like, Hong Kong movies at the time. So I know the actor, Yuen Biao, he's a famous martial artist, like right behind Jackie Chan and, Jackie Chan and who would be the second? I can't think of it, but he's like basically like top three. And so, I have to see more of his films, but apparently this is the one that really shows off his acting chops, and he does an incredible job in this film. It's really subdued. He's kind of a weakling. He's kind of a weak protagonist, because this guy's a famous martial artist, but in here you don't really see any of those martial arts. Instead, the female lead, she's the badass. She's like, shooting people down. This movie is bloody, brutal, and it's, there's no like martial arts. The fights that you see in here are like they're so grisly. So honestly, for me, I recommend this movie for sure. And like, there's a lot of special features on the Blu-ray too. I was listening to some of the commentary, and it's actually really relevant, to what just happened in Hong Kong a few years ago, with the protests and stuff. This one was kind of talking about the looming, it was on the horizon, China taking back Hong Kong. So, this was 1988, and, there's some motivations in the film there that have to do with, that impending doom. So it's like Hong Kong, a lot of them, they're dealing with their own impending doom that you see in noir. A lot of American noirs deal with like, impending doom from that Depression era in the 1940s. So this is their own, status of the country. And, when you're listening to the commentary and watching some of the special features, they really dive into that. And it just makes that, this film even more intriguing. And finally, the thing I really love the most about this film is honestly, the style and the look of this film, So they use, neon light cities of Hong Kong, it's in dark, and they really use this mood and aesthetic to really like bring out, the dark feeling of this place. They're all, there's like beautiful scenes of color, just being lit, by neon light through the window and things like that. They're very like noir-esque. I just love it. I love it. This movie to me, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. That's how, how amazing I think this film was. So I couldn't recommend it enough. And it's, not the easiest film to pick up and watch just because of that region Blu-ray difference, but I think, I'll make that video, show you guys how to make your own region-free Blu-ray player with a PS3, and I think it'd be great, picking this up. It's definitely worth a watch. I would recommend it to any, Hong Kong movie fan or any noir fan. So if you guys, ever seen this movie or you guys picked it up, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.